scenario in the country is blowing out of proportions with 600 plus cases recorded yesterday and a steady rise in the number of deaths due to COVID-19. The federal capital also saw the highest single-day spike of over 130 coronavirus cases yesterday. With reports of hospitals running out of facilities to treat the COVID-19 patients and a looming health crisis, the country might well be bracing for another spell of lockdown. Good morning, I am Bipashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. One more COVID-19 death reported this morning, taking the death tally to 84. Over 600 cases yesterday and additional 21 reported this morning. Kathmandu Valley reports over 130 coronavirus cases and an impending health crisis looming as experts warn of the lack of preparations for isolation centers in the federal capital. Nepal gears up to send the new political map at the international community. Official record shows the existing details at the UN resembles the new map. And Vogue's Europa League dream comes to an end as Sevilla book a semi-final clash against Manchester United. An additional 21 individuals tested positive for coronavirus in Chitwan this morning, taking the COVID-19 tally in the country to 23,969. Nepal had reported 638 new cases of COVID-19 yesterday. Speaking at the regular press meet yesterday afternoon, spokesperson for the Health Ministry, Dr. Jageshwar Gautam, informed that a total of 10,462 swab samples were tested through PCR method, among which the Kathmandu Valley alone registered the highest 134 new cases, comprising 110 in Kathmandu, 16 in Lalitpur and 8 in Bhaktapur. Likewise, 69 cases were reported in Parsa district, while Morang with 41 cases, Sarlahi with 35, Sunsari with 33 and Bake with 28 cases. Meanwhile, 171 individuals were discharged in the past 24 hours, taking the recovery tally to 16,664 with a recovery rate of 69.6%. One more death related to COVID-19 has been reported earlier this morning from Saptari. With this, the death tally from COVID-19 in the country has reached 84. Meanwhile, 3 more deaths due to coronavirus were confirmed yesterday. The swab samples of a 50-year-old man from Acham who died yesterday while he was under treatment in Kohalpur, Bake tested positive for coronavirus. The man, who was an asthma, tuberculosis and a pneumonia patient, was admitted to Nepalganj Medical College on 4th of August. Peri Hospital informed that his tests were carried out on Monday. Likewise, a 60-year-old man from Bideha Municipality 8, Thanusha, succumbed to the virus. Prem Bhattrai, Chief District Officer of Thanusha, informed that the man died yesterday while he was undergoing treatment in the provincial COVID-19 hospital. The deceased had earlier tested positive for the virus on 23rd of July. Likewise, the swab samples of an 84-year-old man of Barabisi in Sindhupalchok who had died while undergoing treatment at Manmohan Cardiovascular Center in Maharajganj on 6th of August also tested positive yesterday. Coronavirus spread has been detected at community level in Nepal, with number of cases and deaths rising every day. Health experts have warned that the situation is more alarming for the capital given its dense population and lack of preparations. We have more in this report.
On Tuesday, Kathmandu Valley reported over 130 coronavirus cases, the highest since the virus was first detected in the region. This took the total number of cases in the valley to around 1,500. Kathmandu is home to almost 4 million people. The dense settlement in itself is a potential hotbed for coronavirus. However, despite the urgency and the sensitivity, the federal government and local administration have failed to take initiative to allocate quarantine zones and isolation centers. The government has rather opted sending patients for home isolation as a way out, which experts say is impractical in case of the capital.
जति पनि हस्पिटल छ, जति पनि पूर्वाधार तयारी हस्पिटल सुविधा तयारी छ, अत्यन्तै अपर्याप्त छ। त्यसमाले पर्याप्त मात्रामा अब यो प्रकार घना बस्ती भएको ठाउँमा यदि संक्रमण चाहिँ समुदाय स्तरमा व्यापक रूपमा फैलियो भने यहाँ कतिजना मान्छेलाई हामीले आइसोलेसन राख्नु पर्ला, त्यो मध्ये कतिजना जटिलता हुन सक्छ, त्योलाई एउटा अनुमान गरेर हामीले चाहिँ आइसोलेसनको व्यवस्था गर्न आवश्यक छ हैन। त्यो प्रकारको प्रोजेक्सन गरेर अब यसको निम्ति चाहिँ अब हामीले सरकारले चाहिँ के भने त्यो तदारुकता चाहियो। हामीसँग पूर्वाधार नभएको हैनन्, पूर्वाधार छ।
Experts have said there are adequate number of community schools, colleges, public and private spaces in and around the capital that can be converted into COVID-19 centers. However, the federal and local administration has lacked initiatives in preparing beforehand. The Valley Municipality Forum has proposed to construct a 4,000 to 5,000 capacity isolation center. However, it is uncertain when the construction would begin. There is a call on the government to take initiatives to construct and/or allocate infrastructures to treat coronavirus patients to avoid a terrible fate.
The government has moved ahead with the process of sending Nepal's new political map to the international community. In the first phase, the government will submit the new map at the UN, followed by neighboring nations, China and India. We have more in this report.
The Nepal government issued a new political map of the country on 20th of May, incorporating Limpiadhura, Lipu Lake and Kalapani region. On 13th of June, the parliament approved of the new map unanimously. According to the Ministry of Land Management, Nepal's new political map has been translated into English version and the printing works are nearly complete. The government is preparing to send the map first to the United Nations in the first phase. Meanwhile, it has been understood that the details of Nepal's map submitted at the UN while registering for membership back in 1955 resembles the details of the newly issued political map. This, experts say, would facilitate in the government's process of new map submission. Prior to this, Nepal had not officially submitted its map at the UN.
सुगौली सन्धिले नै हाम्रो सीमा निर्धारण गरेको त्यो विवरण भनेको त सुगौली सन्धि कसरी गरियो, हाम्रो सीमा कसरी निर्धारण गरियो भन्ने खालको विवरण गयो, त्यो प्रतिवेदन गयो। सिंगो सुगौली सन्धि नै गएको छ भनेपछि त्यही सुगौली सन्धिले हाम्रो सीमालाई कुन हो भनेर भन्यो। त्यही अनुसारको नै अहिले नक्सा अध्यावधिक गरेको हुँदाखेरि विवरण र नक्सामा फरक पर्दैन।
The government is preparing to submit the map to neighboring nations, India and China, as well in the second phase. However, few government authorities have suggested it would be wiser to inform India and China before sending the map to the UN. The government is also to send the map to the UK and permanent members at the UN's Security Council, the US, Russia and France. The map will also be sent to other nations through various diplomatic missions. Nepal's southern neighbor, India, has been voicing its dissent on the new political map. However, despite repeated requests for a dialogue to settle the long-standing border dispute, India has turned a deaf ear.
Many law practitioners have been connected one way or the other with cases or judicial mismanagement in the past. However, actions against such individuals have been rare. The issue has once again come to the fore following few controversial verdicts from the Supreme Court. Former and incumbent officials of lawyers' associations have started engaging in blame games over the issue. Meanwhile, the role of the Nepal Bar Council, that carried a history of over 2 decades, has remained ineffective. According to a study carried out by the Nepal Bar Association in 2007, there are 29 types of middlemen, including lawyers, in Nepal's judicial system. A study carried out by the Supreme Court later endorsed the findings. However, the Bar Council, responsible to maintain the judicial ethics, has not worked to identify these middlemen or take action against them. It has been understood that lawyers were allegedly involved in many corruption and criminal cases, including land scams. In majority of such cases, lawyers have been acquitted from charges riding on political backing. This exhibits that the umbrella organization itself has been active in protecting such faulty law practitioners. Based on legal provisions, a lawyer's license would be scrapped automatically in case of their alleged involvement in corruption cases. However, in one of such cases in November last year, the Supreme Court ordered not to scrap license of 8 of such legal practitioners alleged of involvement in corruption cases. This has raised questions on the intention of the apex court itself and the judicial ethics of the top legal body in the country. Part-time lecturers of Tribhuvan University in Dang staged a protest demanding for contract-based appointment. They even resorted to vandalism in Mahindra Multiple Campus. In this context, we had asked locals in Dang how do they see the protest. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Campus को सम्पत्ति त्यो फिंगर प्रिन्ट वाला त्यो भनौं अनि त्यसपछि गएर म बस्ने कुर्सी अनि नेम प्लेट हैन त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ अरु टेबलहरु जे जति तोडफोड गर्नुभयो त्यो चाहिँ अलि निन्दनीय काम हो एउटा प्राध्यापकले गर्ने प्राध्यापकलाई सुहाउने खालको कामहरु गर्नु भएको छैन
राज्य भनेको अभिभावक हो नि र अभिभावकसँग आफ्ना गुनासाहरु आफ्ना समस्याहरु राख्ने कुरालाई हामी नाजायज भन्न सक्दैनौं मात्र के हो त भन्यो भन्दाखेरि त्यो आन्दोलनको हैन नाममा जब तोडफोडमा हामी जान्छौं त्यसले अझै समस्या सिर्जना गर्छ
तालाबन्दीहरु देखि लिएर हरेक कुरा हुन्छ तर यो प्राध्यापक बौद्धिक वर्गको सरहरुले यसरी क्याम्पसमा आफ्नै पढाउने हैन संस्थाको सामानहरु जस्तो कुर्सी टेबलहरु नजलाइदिएर अरु सामान्य किसिमको विरोध स्वभावको यिनीहरु घटना के आन्दोलन गर्दैको भए राम्रो हुन्थ्यो
धेरै जायज मागहरु हुन सक्छन् साथीहरुका मागको बारेमा कुरा गर्ने हो भनेदेखि तर तरिका त पटक्कै भएन कुनै पनि शर्तमा प्राध्यापक साथीहरुले त्यो यो ढंगको जुन बाहिर समाचार आइराखेको छ भित्र मलाई थाहा छैन जुन ढंगको बाहिरको प्रकृति देखियो यसले एउटा निराशा जस्तो आयो समाज पनि निराश भएको छ प्राध्यापक मात्र होइन
It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question: what is the reason for inaction against law practitioners connected with crime and corruption cases? The options are option A, weak regulator, option B, political influence, and option C, legal complications. The voting for the question is on. Type any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead.